Hi friends, welcome back to Extraordinary Connections. My name is Dillon Burns. I'm the pastor at Manchester United Methodist Church. Glad to be with you here today for another daily devotional. And I'd like to begin by saying that I crossed paths with a member of my congregation who is excited to tell me about and show me a recent purchase they made, and you couldn't miss it, sitting right in their driveway. It was a Ford Model A. So an old car, and it was sitting there, and all of the Model A glory, the very different lines of the body, the shape of the car. Now this particular Model A wasn't in great shape. The body was awfully worn. Not quite sure what the original color was, though we looked close. We think it was probably a greenish something with black fenders. A member of my congregation was excited to tell me about how they got the engine up and running some this last week. They haven't gotten it out on the road yet. They need to check the brakes. They probably should put a seat in for the driver. But it's an awfully fun project. As a person who really appreciates craftsmanship, I was excited for them and excited to one day see it driving down the road. And so I was asking about what they were going to do, their plans with the car, and I happened to ask whether they planned to disassemble it and shine up the body, paint it, and make it glossy and new looking again. And they said, no, I don't think so. Because once you do that, then you never drive it again. I thought that was interesting, because it's very true. Once you take an old car like that and you get it polished up and feeling like it's brand new, then you don't use it anymore. You try to preserve just how nice it is. Which is interesting, considering that the best thing you can do in most cases to keep something of quality build working well is to use it regularly. If you have a pair of good leather shoes, well, you should wear them, and you should shine them. You should use them. Just last week, I thought to myself, it's been a long time since I've been out for a run. I should go out for a run. Discovered that I haven't been doing that, and so I couldn't just get up from the couch and run a couple of miles. Need to get in a pattern of doing that, because the best way to keep my body moving is to move regularly. When you have something of quality build and you want to keep it that way, you should use it. And I think the metaphor here is going to work in a number of different senses. You could draw almost a whole bucket load of different applications, all of great value having to do with spiritual life, but I'm thinking particularly of the body in this instance. People of faith sometimes overlook the physical for the spiritual. Sometimes forget that we have physical bodies to take care of. And it's good to do that. There are scriptures that talk about our bodies as temples to be cared for, others that speak to creation and our bodies as being made in the image of God. But my favorite, because it makes me laugh every time, comes out of 1 Timothy. It's 1 Timothy chapter 5, it's verse 23, and the author says, writing to Timothy, don't drink water anymore, but use a little wine because of your stomach problems and your frequent illness. And this makes me laugh because it's not exactly great medical advice, but there's something very practical about it, right here in Scripture, that the author was telling Timothy, listen to your body. Listen to the illness that is sometimes afflicting you. Listen to what you need and care for yourself. And even more pertinently, it comes in this larger section of 1 Timothy that's talking about holding elders accountable, about making sure they're cared for and paid. And so it's curious because it almost feels like it's inserted in. It's just sandwiched in something different. But I think that it's clear to the author writing to Timothy and to all of us that to do the good work of ordering the church, of caring for others, of being in mission and ministry, we have to take care of ourselves. Friends, listen to your bodies. What is it you need? Exercise? Rest? Food? Time away? Earlier mornings? Later evenings, a little bit of wine and not just water. You'd have to listen to your body and tell me. But here's the thing. You've got to keep using your body. Get up and go do some things. Listen to how it goes. Keep running. So that way, you who are made by an extraordinary craftsman will keep going for years and years and years. Because one day, that Model A won't be fixable anymore. But you're of slightly higher craftsmanship than that. Sorry, Henry Ford. So keep going. Take care of yourself, and you'll run for a long, long time. Friends, be well, and go in peace.